hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win over the Bears 8-4. The Ducks went deep 4 times as they dismantled the Bulldogs 8-2. And that's what's happening around the base.
DraftKings is now live. Streaming MLB The Show 23, NCAA Baseball 23 Maryland franchise mode.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Turtles going up against the Huskies. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team at home runs and runs batted in. Reggie Jackson leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
Just about set to go, and starting in this one, Satchel Paige. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he tried to make it through the 5th inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Michael Young.
The shortstop, Michael Young.
And a pitch. That's outside. And we are underway in game 1 of the series.
First pitch, 7:05.
The 1-0 from Satchel. And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
The next offering misses, and the count is 3-1. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. Clips the corner, and it's 0-2.
And in his rookie year, it was already clear that Ken Griffey Jr. was a generational talent, a bona fide 5-tool player, and every one of those 5 tools was elite.
Going to count 1 and 2.
That term 5-tool guy gets thrown around lightly sometimes, but with Junior, it applies 100%. There's nothing this guy couldn't do on the diamond.
And now the count is even. And now it's filled up. Satchel comes to the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. He goes down looking.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Now here is Gary Sheffield, and fouled off. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-2 now.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Next offering way off the plate. That misses off the outside edge. Pete Alonso to bat next. Here's Satchel with the payoff pitch. Stays alive. Page winds and fires. Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. End of a half inning of play. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score after a half inning. Back in Washington, D.C. And starting this one, Joe Ryan.
Just a 4-inning start his last time out. He took the loss. They're looking for more out of this guy today.
And stepping in is the speedy Lee Lin.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. There's the strike. And he deals. And 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. One and two now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Jurickson Profar stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. In for a strike, and it's 0-2. One down, base is empty. That one missed. And that's outside.
It's a good take.
That one drifts inside. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The wind of the pitch. Downstairs, and it misses. Ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man aboard. Honus Wagner will hit next.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
And takes low for ball 1. Righty delivers. Inside, just missed. That one missed. Now 3-0. The pitch. And there's ball 4.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now Reggie Jackson. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That to right. Sheffield grabs it on the run. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Jim Thome.
Well, this guy's been one of the greatest RBI men of all time. Talk about clutch hitting. There he is right there. I mean, in a tough situation for the defense and for that pitcher, this is the last guy you want to see, because you know when he steps in the box, he usually delivers.
Billy Williams in the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Griffey makes the grab on the run. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Pete Alonso.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The wide to kick the pitch. To third, Bregman. And that takes care of Alonso.
That is it. The catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
Here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Satchel kicks and delivers. Ripped on the ground to second. That takes care of Rodriguez. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Juan Soto now. They say it went.
0-1.
No score here in the second. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Ball 1 there. Just missed. And the righty deals. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. And a foul ball left side. Now the 0-1. There's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
0-2 now. And ball one.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Kicks and deals. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Tag, save. He moves up to second on what should be a pass ball, and that erases the double play possibility.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
Here's a 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Joey Meneses waits on deck. Got him. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom half of inning number 2, stepping in the long ball threat, Jim Thome. The wind of the pitch. In the dirt, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. And another ball. Fly ball down the right field line. If it's there, it's gone, and that is gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Stepping in, Jorge Posada. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Lifted in the air out to left. Soto gets under it. Drops into the glove. And there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And the batter now is Joey Votto.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The next pitch misses, and that's ball one. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
That's a ball.
And it is 2-1. How much were you aware of the umpire's scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And the pitch. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. Great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Alex Bregman in the box now. No balls and a strike. Singy, this guy was a shortstop most of his life. He's transitioned very nicely to third base, and the power has come at the major league level. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1.
Yeah, and one thing, even though we don't see a whole lot of bunting these days, I've always been impressed with how he's been able to make that play up the third base line and throw firm to first to get the out.
Check swing, no appeal.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Lee Lin. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one outside, and that's ball one. Votto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's in for a strike. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And downstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
3-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Three-two, and that's ball 4.
Nope. Ball 4.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
Ziggy, I think just our presence is the presence. Now batting Jurickson Profar.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
First pitch just misses. And a good eye there.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Hannes Wagner up next. First and second, 2 down. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boo.
So digging in, Honus Wagner worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
2 outs.
Ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
2-0. Outside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And a pitch. And now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
2 outs. Bases are full. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One runs in. Another comes in to score. And they lead by 3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Next to hit, Reggie Jackson. Flied out his first time. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Kicks and fires. Fouled off. He was late. Smoked on the ground a second. They take the force out, and that is that. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. The Huskies have the advantage, 3-0. And welcome back. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Joey Meneses. Page back to work. Called strike right there.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That misses the zone. 1-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air, left field. Williams trying to get there. Puts it away for the out.
Batting up, the second baseman,
Tyro Estrada to the plate. Homered in the game back on Sunday. That's out to center field. Profar under it. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Michael Young now at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in Nationals Park. Now the left fielder, Billy Williams.
The left fielder,
Williams goes 6'1", over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
The pitch. There's a strike.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 strikes.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 3.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
To the right side, Estrada slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
The first baseman, number 25.
Jim Thome, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. And he pumps it a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Just misses. Now 1-2. Just off the inside edge.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jorge Posada, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And there's the strike. Posada, multi-time All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Thome leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 2 away now.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Votto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That catches the outside corner. Strike 1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Next pitch is outside. Got it by him for the K.
I've been ratted out, letting them know what the back is about. Swatted 3 loaded songs when their hands was out. Hope you dudes in the street wearing Teflon. If they don't like Frosty, then I'ma give them F-Spawn. Go ahead and watch.
as we go to the top of the fourth. And now here is Ken Griffey Jr. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Upstairs.
2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Slapped foul. Two now. Got him swinging.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Righty to the plate. And that's outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That missed inside. And that's ball 3.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
In for a strike. Now 3-1. Fouled off left side.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field nod.
The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here comes a 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. Page checks on first. Sheffield back in on a dive. Line to left, and it stays fair. Lead runner around second. The relay throw, not gonna get him. He's in there.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
And now Pudge Rodriguez, 0 for 1 so far. Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and it's a 1-run game. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now the youngster Juan Soto, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. And a pitch. High drive, deep right field, way back there, out of here. Juan Soto with a rocket, his second of the year. It's 4-3.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
One down, and it's Rafael Devers in the box. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's the strike.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up, hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
0-2 now. Good eye right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, and that one handled. Whips it to first, and Devers is set down.
Now designated hitter, Joey Meneses.
2 outs, base is empty. Joey Meneses digs in now. Fly to left his first time up. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Down the left field line, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Man, Singy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
And here is Tyro Estrada. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Meneses stands at second with 2 gone. Hits softly on the ground to third. Sends it to first, and Estrada is out. And that is that. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We're midway in the 4th. The Turtles on top here, 4-3. Welcome back, and now it's Alex Bregman. Bregman, who had a great career at LSU. He was the 2nd overall pick in 2015. He wears that number on his back, number 2. And Singy, he was a big Derek Jeter fan growing up. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Oh, Boog, a lot of guys would love to be taken in the 1st round and 2nd overall, but Alex Bregman seems to have carried that as a chip on his shoulder over the years, not being the number 1 pick overall. And he's played in such a way where he's always trying to show people that he's the best, and it's translated on both sides of the ball.
2-1.
The 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And now it's 3-2. The wind and the pitch. And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Lee Lin getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's the center fielder, Jurickson Profar. Strike 1. Hit slowly on the ground. Stops it on a slide. And they get the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Honus Wagner. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
The 0-1. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And the next pitch is way outside. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Here comes a pitch. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The next offering misses. And the count's full. Reggie Jackson would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Man on second, 2 down. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Turtles with the lead 4-3.
Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode.
Never going slow.
We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Michael Young.
For the Turtles, the shortstop, Michael Young.
The right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. The 0-2. Popped up. Tomey on the move. Hauls it in for the out.
Now back, the 7th fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr. will hit next. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. With Jr. probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had. And the 1-0. That one in there across the letters.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone, just a pretty thing from start to finish.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Sheffield in the box again, takes a strike. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
And even though he was on the big stage playing in front of thousands of people, you always remember the hat backwards, big smile on his face. He kept this game that can have a lot of stress in it fun, just like he was a kid.
The pitch. And a ball evens the count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two now. Good job to fight that one off.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Christy Mathewson on the pitch out of the pen here.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And here is Reggie Jackson. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch, and he just misses. Action in the pen down there. Jimmy Herget is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Merriweather getting loose as well. The 1-0. And he chases a high fastball there.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
Next offering in the dirt. And that's ball 2. And that one a little bit high. Billy Williams in the on deck circle. And here it comes. Now front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and 1 out now.
Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball's often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
So up next, Billy Williams. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And foul ball. The 1-2. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. And that one missing low.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
The pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Man at first with one gone, and now the first baseman, Jim Thome. He's already homered here in this one. In there for strike 1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's a big power threat. Jorge Posada.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Now fly ball to right center. Junior drifts towards it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. New pitcher on here, Andres Machado.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso, 1 for 2. Machado, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. First offering misses the mark. Activity in the bullpen. Jorge Alcala looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Ball to strike. Oh, nice play. Onto the pitcher. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
And here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. And that's through there for a strike. There's a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Profar glides to his left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.